Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here tonight for another one of my missing mysteries. Tonight's missing mystery is going to be for Lenoria, Ellis, and Jones. Lenoria went missing from, ironically, Tacoma, Washington as well. Just like Tika, the missing mystery I did for Tika yesterday. So yeah, her name is Lenoria. She went missing from Tacoma, Washington. And she has been missing since July 20th, 1995. She went missing at 3 years old. So tonight I'm going to be doing a spirit reading for her. And so before I get started, I would just like to say I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you all are feeling well. And if so, without any further ado, we are going to get right into this reading. Okay. So there wasn't, much information, first of all, as far as like how much she weighed, what she was wearing at the time of her disappearance, or any of that. I do know she was 3 years old. She is an African American female. And like I said, she went missing July 20th of 1995 from Tacoma, Washington. So I'm going to give you the backstory information of the situation. As you can see in the background, this is Lenoria. It's either Elise or Ellis and Jones, but her first and last name is Lenoria Jones, okay? So first of all, let me just say, when Lenoria was born, she was born with cocaine in her bloodstream. Her mother, basically gave her up immediately from the time that she was born. She went to live with different family members until she ended up with one of her great aunts who was in the process of adopting her. Okay, so Lenoria was last seen with her great aunt, Berlin Williams. They lived in the 1900 block of South Sheridan. And this is in Tacoma, Washington. Okay, so they lived at the 1900 block of South Sheridan Avenue in the Hilltop neighborhood. Berlin Williams had custody of Lenoria, and she was in the process of adopting her. Like I said, she also ran this daycare center or childcare center or something. So it was all in the process. However, the identity of her father is not known. I guess the mother didn't know who the father of this little girl was. And obviously her mother was, an addict or having some type of drug issues or something like that, which is why she ultimately gave her daughter up. Lenoria's mother, she has never had actual legal custody of her. Like, from the moment she was born, she literally went with other family members to live with. And Lenoria's mother had her legal rights to her daughter terminated in 1995. Okay, so this is the same year in which she went missing, and she ended up staying with this Berlin Williams, who was her great aunt. I think previously she was staying with the grandparents or something before she ended up with that aunt. Okay, so Lenoria had never lived with her mother at all. She was given to relatives, like I said, to raise when she was born, from the very moment that she was born, or, they were released from the hospital. Lenoria spent the first 2 years of her life living with relatives in, I believe it's Spokane, Washington area, before being placed with Berlin Williams. Lenoria's real mother resides in Arkansas, okay? I believe she still resides here in Arkansas. However, in 1995, she was actually living in Arkansas at the time that, the disappearance of Lenora occurred. Okay, so Berlin Williams tells authorities that Lenora disappeared inside of a Target store on South 23rd Street in Tacoma during the day. However, Target surveillance didn't show Lenora at all on their surveillance cameras, only that Berlin Williams had actually walked inside the store alone. But originally, she told authorities that her and Lenora went to the store together, and somehow she must have got lost or something while in the store. But come to find out, when the authorities got the surveillance videos, Lenora was not spotted on them. So clearly, Berlin Williams lied about that. Because like I said, the surveillance showed Berlin Williams walking alone. She was questioned like several more times by police at a later time. However, and she actually took quite a long time to contact authorities about the fact that this little girl was missing. Berlin Williams is reported to have called the police to report Lenora missing at 9:42 a.m. However, the authorities found out that at 8:47 a.m. she had called her own daughter and said that she didn't know where Lenora was, like where her whereabouts at all. So basically, she called her daughter first, who said, "Hey, I don't know where Lenora is," and it was like an hour later before she called the police to let them know she didn't know where the little girl was. She basically had no explanation as to why she waited as long as she did to alert the authorities. However, like I said, Berlin Williams changed her statement like multiple times. It was like ridiculous. She had so many different statements that she gave to the police. Now, originally, she said that her and Lenora went to Target and she must have gotten lost in Target. Come to find out, Lenora was never with her when she went to the shopping center or the store or whatever, okay? So Berlin Williams changed her statements to the police like numerous of times after discovery of that surveillance video. Hold on just a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just trying to get this back on here for you all. Okay, so Lenora, Berlin Williams actually changed her story quite a bit to authorities. Amongst her many different claims, like I said, the first initial statement was that they went to the store together, she got lost. Then she claimed that Lenora wandered away from home on her own. Then she told police that Lenora was abducted from Target's parking lot, which completely makes no sense because I'm like, whose kid gets abducted and you still go in the store? If they get abducted in the parking lot, yet you still go in the store and shop. Like what? That don't even make sense. So then she claimed that two unidentified African-American men kidnapped Lenora near their residence on South Sheridan Avenue. Then she turned around and came up with another story, and she said that Lenora was safe and living in an undisclosed location. She refused to say where Lenora was, who Lenora was with, or anything, okay? And then, like, after all these different stories that she gave, the authorities, that was pretty much the last story that she gave them. They tried several different tactics to try to get her to disclose where, Lenora's whereabouts. She never did. In fact, she just decided to stop speaking anymore altogether. So Lenora's real mother said that she called Berlin Williams about 2 days prior to the day that Lenora was said to go missing, to have disappeared. But she said when she called Berlin Williams to talk to her daughter, that Berlin refused to let the lady talk to her daughter. And she would not permit her to talk to her. So I'm assuming that the mother told authorities that because she's basically thinking that possibly Lenora went missing before Berlin actually reported her as missing. Okay, so the authorities, they placed Berlin Williams under house arrest for like 4 months while they continued their investigation. They closed down her daycare center. And other family members were ruled out in this situation due to the fact that all of her other family members lived in Arkansas. Okay, so it is it's actually quite possible that this little girl went missing. Actually, before, days before she was even reported as missing. Okay, which made this lady highly suspicious to me. I'm like, something's not right. Off top with my visions, I said one of two things happened. I said she either hurt this girl and killed her and she buried her somewhere, or she sold her. And I'd be doggone if I was right, y'all. So I'm going to start this spirit reading, okay? Now, I've told you all several times, I basically study the case, write down all the information, the facts that is given, or the stories that have been told pertaining to the case. And then, like any detective, I write down a series of questions that, common questions that should be, answered for the most part. However, I'm able to get other information, like whether the person is alive or not, where they went, who they went with, was it male, was it female, blah, 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 or whatever. But I start off with like basic questioning from my spirit guides. I pray, I meditate, I call upon my spirit guides, I call upon the Most High and my ancestors for clear and accurate information. I do not choose any answers myself. This is not based on my opinion, what I think, what I believe, or anything like that. The reading, what the answer that I get from spirit is the answer that I put down. If it's something I already think or believe, I don't just go on my thought. I still ask my spirit guides, is that accurate? And until I can get the right answer, okay? So, number one, I asked, was Lenora still alive? And my spirit guides tell me that, in fact, Lenora is still alive. Hold on, yeah, let me fix this. My spirit guides tell me that Lenora is, in fact, still alive. Okay? I asked my spirit guides, did Berlin Williams do something to hurt Lenora? My spirit guides told me yes, she did. I asked my spirit guides, did Lenora's mother know what really happened to her daughter? My spirit guides told me no. I went on to ask my spirit guides, was Lenora kidnapped? My spirit guides told me yes, but it was arranged, like it was set up. The angel answers I have gotten so far is lightning strike. That means there was some kind of attack. Something happened suddenly or something like that. And the next angel answer I got is bad vibes all around. Okay, so I asked my spirit guides, was Lenora sold? And my spirit guides told me yes, indeed she was sold. I asked my spirit guides, did Berlin Williams kill Lenora? My spirit guides told me no. And you see how I asked more than one question that is kind of the same, but I worded different just to make sure I'm getting the right answer. So number one, I asked, was Lenora still alive? And I got a yes. And then I asked, was she killed? And I got a no. So clearly, I've gotten double answered that, She is still alive, and no, she was not killed. The next angel answer I have is wickedness in high places, 666. Beast system lets me know that higher individuals are involved in this situation. So, I went on to ask my spirit guides, did Berlin Williams sell Lenora to a human trafficker? My spirit guides tell me yes. So the situation that happened around Lenora, the disappearance, it was a set up. It was arranged. This was a sacrifice. Not a blood sacrifice where the person is killed, but this person was still sacrificed by them being abducted, but it was set up, it was arranged, it was pre-planned, predestined to happen on a certain day at a certain time, and so forth. So she was taken by a human trafficker. Okay. I asked them, my spirit guides, did the human trafficker take Lenora out of Tacoma, Washington? My spirit guides tell me yes. She was in fact taken out of Tacoma, Washington. My spirit guides also told me that the trafficker is African American male. This is a brown skinned man, African American, who was the trafficker of Lenora. Okay. I asked my spirit guides, did the trafficker take Lenora to another state, but within the United States? I asked this because I already knew that he took her out of Tacoma, Washington, but I wanted to know, was she taken like overseas somewhere? Was she taken to another country? Where was she taken? So my spirit guides tell me that she was in fact taken to another state within the United States, okay? So my spirit guides did clearly confirm that. My spirit guides also let me know that this trafficker, I wanted to know how he got away with her. Like, did they get on a bus? Were they on a train? Satanic sellouts, next spirit message I got. How did he travel with her? Because I needed to know how he traveled with her to determine how fast he was able to get away. My spirit guides told me that he was driving, which lets me know that, you know, for him to take her to another state, he was literally driving with her for for hours and or days, depending on where he took her. So my spirit guides did confirm that he was driving and that he trafficked Lenora by car. This person had a vehicle that he trafficked Lenora in. The trafficker that took Lenora, he trafficked her to Florida. From Tacoma, Washington, he trafficked her to Florida. Sorry guys, that thing keeps going on after so long. Okay, I asked again, was Lenora murdered? My spirit guides tell me no. Of course, this young lady is still alive. Well, she's a young lady now. She was just a little girl when she was taken. But I've clearly gotten several messages that she is in fact still alive. She was trafficked from Tacoma, Washington to Florida. Okay? Just a minute. I got several messages here. Okay. Spirit message, rape. Spirit message. Can y'all see that? Pure evil. The next spirit message, obsession. Okay. So I went ahead to ask my spirit guides what, at this point, since she was trafficked to another state, this wasn't a person that took her predominantly for their own personal, obsession or, their own personal, little sick fantasy or something. I asked my spirit guides, was Lenora sold into sex slavery? And my spirit guides tell me yes, she was sold into sex slavery. However, my spirit guides let me know that she is not being controlled by a sex ring. So the individuals, from the individuals who came and got her and trafficked her to the pimp she currently has, they are not running a ring. They do have several girls. They do have connections. They do have these traffickers working for them, but they are not part of a big ring. Like a ring would be like in a whole operation that is like, being, a huge operation, rather, I would say, that's being run from one state to another through larger channels. So she's not being controlled by a sex ring. However, my spirit guides tell me that she is being controlled by one individual pimp. Okay? One individual pimp. Spirit message, no love. This woman, Berlin Williams, did not have any love at all for this child. She didn't have any love at all, really, in her life, apparently, because obviously, she didn't get the love from the mother or anything. She didn't know her father. My spirit guides are telling me there was no love for this baby, so she was just, she was just thrown away, basically. So I asked my spirit guides, is Lenora being controlled by one individual? So I already told you that she is being controlled by one individual pimp who has control over her and several other girls. A stalker. This lets me know that this little girl was being watched for a while before this happened or the plans was put into place. Okay, so my spirit guides also let me know that the pimp that she has is actually Caucasian. This is a white male who is her pimp. I have fiery anger. Somebody is hot-tempered. Somebody is a very angry individual. It could be the pimp. And my spirit guides tell me that he's the devil in disguise. Okay? So, where was I? Yeah, so this pimp is Caucasian, is a Caucasian male. Remember, the trafficker was African American male, but the pimp that she was taken to in Florida is a Caucasian male. I asked my spirit guides, is this trafficker working for the pimp? My spirit guides tell me yes. Spirit message, kidnapper. So this trafficker is employed is working for the pimp that he delivered Lenora to. Spirit guide says they're dangerous. These individuals are dangerous. Okay. My spirit guides also let me know that Lenora is. I asked my spirit guides basically how when I found out a young girl or whomever is being pimped out. A lot of times if they're pimped out on the streets or something, it's a lower level pimp, like a little pole hustling pimp, that's like, pimping them out and controlling them and everything. However, when they're being pimped out through like underground channels or more kind of secretly, kind of in a way, it's done so in a different way. So my spirit guides told me that Lenora is not on the streets being pimped out. She's been pimped out in hotels, possibly high-end hotels. Okay. However, my spirit guides do let me know that her pimp is not wealthy. So he's not like, this is the reason why he's not linked to a sex ring. Sex rings bring in like, hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. My spirit guides let me know that this person is not he's not necessarily wealthy, but he's not a pole hustling pimp. Okay. So he makes good money off the girls, but he's not within the channels of the ring. Okay. So let's see. I asked my spirit guides, is Lenora being pimped out of, well, actually, my spirit guides actually told me, remember I told you all that she was taken to Florida? And so from then I asked my spirit guides about different cities in Florida that she is. My spirit guides told me that she is somewhere called Haines City, Florida. Haines, Haines City, Florida is where she has been pimped out, where she is located right now. I asked my spirit guides, are there any other girls who are being pimped out from this same pimp or being pimped out along with her? And my spirit guides do tell me yes, so she is amongst other women, other girls who are being pimped out as well, okay? Lenora and the other girls, also my spirit guides tell me they're not living out of a hotel. They get pimped out of high-end hotels, but this pimp has a house for him and all his girls. So they actually live in a house somewhere in Haines City, Florida. And like I said, the pimp just, pimps these girls out of hotels, I believe are higher end hotels. Because of the clientele, I know that they're doing business with. I asked my spirit guides, is Berlin Williams a sellout to these satanic powers that be? The mere fact that she sold this girl lets me know that she has other connections. This lady could be an Eastern Star. She could be entangled in some type of she got some type of connections to these satanic powers that be, okay? And she's a sellout to them, which is, and my spirit guides clearly told me that, which is why Lenora was sold in the first place, okay, you guys? So she is a sellout. I also asked my spirit guides, is this why Berlin Williams sold and allowed Lenora to be human sex trafficked? And my spirit guides tell me yes. Okay. This is the reason why she went along. So this was no random abduction. Okay. This was not like, that she was taken by surprise or taken by people that she did. Well, Lenora was taken by people she didn't know. But what I'm saying is Berlin Williams knew of the setup, was a part of the setup, the plans, the plots, the schemes of when this was going to go down, when this was going to happen, and everything. So I went on to ask my spirit guides, did someone in power pay Berlin to sell Lenora? My spirit guides tell me yes. Not only did this person pay Berlin Williams to sell Lenora, my spirit guides tell me that this person is a political figure. He's a political figure in Washington. However, my spirit guides did clarify he's no longer working for the government. He may have retired. I have demonic possession here. Okay. So my spirit guides tell me that Berlin Williams was paid $25,000 to sell Lenora. And she did so. Okay. This was set up. It was plot. It was planned. It was schemed. It was set up by the same person who paid her the $25,000, this political figure. My spirit guides tell me that this political figure paid Berlin the political figure, I apologize, that paid Berlin is from Washington, like I told you, and he is African American. So this was an African American political figure back in 1995 in Washington, and he's from Washington, okay? My spirit guides also tell me that this political figure is the one who arranged the abduction. He's also the one who paid Berlin Williams. So he arranged this setup, this abduction of her once the deal was made, once it was set in stone, once Berlin Williams was paid in full, then they carried out their plans, okay? spirit guys have MK Ultra mind control. I find this very suspicious because I believe this little girl was under mind control. Although she was only 3 at the time, which I found it quite interesting. She was only 3, but I found information that said that Lenora had started on some kind of medication that is normally not given to children, and the medication was said to be for hypertension deficit disorder. Okay, and so it was speculated that maybe she overdosed. First of all, she was only 3 years old, which means her medication would have had to been administered to her, which means her aunt would have had to bring her medicine and give her her water or her juice or whatever to take her medicine with. So that's wrong. Like, how would she overdose unless this woman overdosed her on purpose? Number one. Number two, I'm looking at the fact that supposedly she was given this medication that was not clearly used for children, for that for hypertension disorder in that time. Also, I know that to be a lie. Why? Because I have a child with disabilities. Okay, technically, I mean, the girl was 3. How hyper could she have been? She was only 3. My daughter did not start medication until she was school age. And so it was like 5, 6 years old before my daughter started medication. And so I just found that very suspicious. I'm like, who in the heck, went and had this girl doped up on medicine at only 3 years old? So these are things like red flags to me that stick out, that just kind of don't make any sense. Whatever, but my spirit guides are telling me that she was under mind control. Like, she was so possibly they were probably using that as some kind of excuse to give her some type of drug or something, but she was under a form of mind control anyway. So I told you all the political figure that paid Berlin Williams is from Washington, and he is African American. This political figure also, like I said, he arranged the actual abduction. So the details, he knew who to contact to make this situation happen, basically, is what I am trying to say. I asked my spirit guides, is Lenora being pimped out to high-profile, wealthy individuals? My spirit guides tell me yes, she is. I asked my spirit guides, what is the first initial of the political, excuse me. I asked my spirit guides, what is the first initial of the political figure's name that paid and arranged the abduction of Lenora? My spirit guides tell me that his name begins with a D, and then my spirit guides gave me the name Daniel. I asked my spirit guides, what is the last initial of the political figure's name? My spirit guides give me the letter B. I could not pick up on a certain name for his last name, but his first name, my spirit guides is telling me, is Daniel. Okay? And this is the political figure that paid Berlin Williams, the political figure that arranged the abduction of Lenora, and everything. That's that individual. Then I asked my spirit guides, what is the I asked my spirit guides, what is the first initial in the name of Lenora's pimp? My spirit guides tell me A. I asked my spirit guides, what is the last initial of the pimp's name? Again, my spirit guides gave me A. Okay? Hold on just a minute, guys. So then my spirit guides tell me that, so both initials were the same. A for the first initial, A for the last initial of the pimp. My spirit guides tell me the pimp's name is Albert Adams. Albert Adams. This popped out. He's possibly, can y'all see that? He's possibly an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay. So then I went on to ask, was Lenoria Jones... Oh, I apologize about that, guys. I asked, when was Lenoria Jones, when did she start being raped, pimped out? My spirit guides told me 3. Remember, she went missing at 3. My spirit guides basically told me from the moment that she was abducted and taken to her destination, she was being pimped out, unfortunately. Um, and sold for sex. So, I asked my spirit guides, has Lenora had any children while being, after she was abducted, while being pimped out all this time? My spirit guides tell me no. There's a fire energy that is involved. This person is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy, okay? That energy could be anybody from her great aunt to the political figure to the trafficker to the pimp, because we basically have like 4 different individuals here that is a part of this setup here, okay? We got several other messages that came out here. Okay. So you all, that concludes the reading for Lenora Elise Ann Jones. So somebody is hot tempered. Somebody has a very bad temper, gets angry easily here. So let me go over the spirit messages with you all. So this won't be in any particular order because I tried to show you as I took them out. We have, can y'all see that? I think y'all can see these farther back. We have here MK Ultra Mind Control. We have here demonic possession. Somebody that she was in dealings with, whether it been the aunt, the pimp, the trafficker, they're demonically possessed. I believe this girl is still under some form of mind control. My spirit guides are telling me that these people are very dangerous. Kidnapper. Okay. The kidnapper was the devil in disguise. Okay. That's what my spirit guides are telling me. The kidnapper is the one, I believe, with the fiery energy. Okay. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This person may have stalked or watched her before she was actually taken as well. As I told you all, my spirit guides let me know that this baby had no love at all from no one. She didn't have a fighting chance. There was some type of obsession around her for some reason, which is the reason, you know, this went on. My spirit guides tell me that these individuals are pure evil. The aunt was evil. The you know, everybody involved was like evil. All these people, you know, are very bad people. They're sellouts to these satanic powers that be. My spirit guides are letting me know that she was raped. This was done by satanic sellouts, okay? So I already told you the great aunt, Berlin Williams. She was sold out to these satanic powers that be, and I'm almost certain the other ones were as well. My spirit guides tell me that this happened. This was due to, can y'all see that? Wickedness in high places. Be system 666. This baby, my spirit guides tell me this baby had bad vibes all around her. Even before she came up missing, she just wasn't loved. Nobody wanted her. She was thrown away. She was a burden to people, and so she was just thrown away. This happened quick. This happened suddenly. This change, you know. So there's this lightning strike here. So it was sudden when she was taken. You know, the plans was put in motion, and then, you know, that baby was just kind of taken out. Extra messages that I got: CIA, FBI, government. Not really sure how they tie into this. Uh, Not really sure their connection to this, but my spirit guides are telling me CIA, FBI, government involvement in some kind of way. The next angel answer I got is sick Satanists. These individuals that are sold out to these satanic powers that be, man, these people ain't nothing nice. They're very demonic, and they're Satanists. Whether they admit so publicly or not, they are. This dark energy card here, this says kidnapper, abductor. Okay, he's possibly a Satanist as well. He's possibly a sellout as well. Another dark energy card that I got is serial killer. Somebody is a serial killer. Somebody that she is around or involved with is a serial killer. It could be the trafficker, it could be her pimp, but they have killed before. My spirit guides are telling me. Like I said, somebody, one of these individuals is likely a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Somebody involved with her in the situation is a earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay. So you all, I hope that helps someone, help clarify, rectify this situation. It has been a cold case for a while, but while researching, I seen that there were basically they had nothing to go on, no leads, but it was actually still an open case. So I just wanted to do a reading for this young lady. This is so sad, y'all, that these things go on. And what a lot of people don't know is that more often than not, since doing these things, just overall looking at the stuff that goes on in this world, y'all, you'll be surprised. About 80%, probably about 70, I'll say 70, about 75% of the things that go on in this world like this, these satanic powers that be, or these government, or people high ranking, high up in power, it links back to them one way or another, some kind of way. That's the reason why there's so many of these cold cases. They let them go cold on purpose. They purposely don't come up with any further information or whatever. Especially, when it's a situation that links back to these powers that be, or it was set up for a specific reason or something. More often than not, you see that. And that's the reason why I tell you, y'all got to watch your surroundings. You may think you got family. You may think you have friends. You have coworkers. You have neighbors. Companions and different things and different places that you go. But you really can't trust anybody no further than you can throw them, okay? Because anytime it comes down to you and somebody else, they're going to choose themselves every time, okay? There's a lot of wickedness in this world. There's a lot of people who are under demonic possession. There are a lot of people who are sellouts to these satanic powers that be, and you have a lot of people in the world that's literally willing to do anything for money. Lately, I'm seeing so many people who are sold out to these satanic powers that be, and they're willing to sacrifice their children, willing to sacrifice their grandchildren, willing to do whatever just so they can get the bag, just so they can get some money, all for the love of money. This stuff is going on, and this is the reason that 800,000 to 1 million people, women and children, go missing every single year, and there's not a one lead on any one of those cases. And nobody, none of the brainwashed masses is in an uproar, is upset about it, or anything. Just, how does this many people go missing every year and they just vanish into thin air? It's not even like their bodies are being found, most of these people. And even though a lot of these victims go through very horrific things, there's a small percentage of them that gets left alive. They're still being abused. They're still being used, but they're still alive. more often than not, a lot of them that come up missing, they're dead. They're never to be seen or heard from again. And like the situation that I did, the situation that the missing mystery video, I apologize y'all, that I did on yesterday with Lil Tika that went missing from the bowling alley, man, y'all, that situation was so crazy. And the person that came and got her, first of all, there's a person that attacked her that was in the bowling alley that worked there, but and then that called somebody else, which was the trafficker, to come and get her. But this fool consumed her, ate her. This is the reason why bodies ain't being found. Like, a lot of people don't understand like how many cannibals are in this world. Like, seriously, as much as you may eat meat or vegetables, you got individuals out here that feed on human flesh like that. Okay, they don't even eat regular food. Okay, they drink water. I mean, they drink blood like it's water. Um, and and you know, they eat human flesh, and these are things that nobody's talking about, nobody's worrying about. And it's almost like nobody cares about unless it hits your doorstep, unless it happens to you. And it's just really sad because there are a lot of lives that get lost in these situations. So I'm sending Lenoria Jones peace, love, and light. I hope she is found. I wish her well. And maybe the authorities will hear this, and this will help them to find out where this baby is. You know, even if they find her, even though she's not a baby anymore, she's going to need a lot of counseling. She's going to need a lot of help and deprogramming. And, you know, where she would go and where she would end up, I don't know, because it seems like her family was not suitable to even care for her, provide for her. You know, when she was a young girl. So I really hope they find her. I really do. Okay, y'all. I was shuffling to see if Spirit wanted me to give you all any extra messages. I didn't get any. So my Spirit guides are telling me that that's all the information I need to give you all. Y'all, as I always tell you, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. But most of all, take care of your babies, okay? I wish you all peace, love, and light. And until the next time, namaste.